Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hot Takes. My name's Adam. I'm a professional cinematographer and an actor, and I like tasting hot food. I really don't like hot food, but I like tasting hot food and telling you funny stories about what it's like being on set, in my real life as well, and on top of that, maybe some gear that I really like. Today, we're gonna be talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is old gear. So, you know, if you're a camera head and you like old cameras or cameras that are just slightly outdated, stay tuned because you're gonna like what we have to show you today. First, I would like to roll for our hot sauces. Now, I've been trying a couple different things lately. One of the things I've been trying is the last few episodes I rolled for hot sauces and which medium I was going to eat them on. However, I noticed that by doing that, I was changing the flavor profile of the hot sauce itself. So I have decided to throw that out and just go with one particular medium for the day, which will also be hot. And I'll try that first. And then from there, we'll move to the different hot sauces so I can have a good baseline and then I know exactly what I'm doing. So we'll roll for hot sauces. We have our medium already, which today is going to be Pringles Ghost Pepper Ranch chips. Ghost peppers, one of the hottest peppers in the world, and this says medium on it, so it's medium. We'll get a close-up shot of that as well if we haven't done that yet. And we'll be trying those with two different hot sauces today as I talk about one of my favorite pieces of gear, which is a camera. I got some milk right here so I don't burn my face like the last couple times. This cup brought to you by the Electric Bat Arcade. Fun arcade. If you're ever in Tempe, Arizona, they actually have all of the old pinball games, probably 100 or more. And they have a great tiki bar, they have competition nights. It's so fun, and it's attached to a really cool bar called the KETCHUP Room. That is on, I believe, Broadway in Tempe. So if you happen to be in Tempe, stop by the Electric Bat Arcade and have some fun. It's a great time. If you like pinball, which I do, it's coming back in style. So, all right, thanks Electric Bat. And it glows in the dark. The cup you get glows in the dark, so that's pretty awesome. Wasn't originally from milk, but that's what I drink when I go to bars. So I thought it'd be kind of fun today. I have two die again. Two die. One we're gonna roll. There's 12-sided die to find out what hot sauce we are going to use. And for the next one, we have this little diamond die here. Diamond, this is a triangle, it's not a diamond. And it has, each one has, 3 points. When we roll it, whatever winds up coming up to the top is how many dashes I'm going to put on my medium. I will forego the one for you. I'll never do one. If it comes up on one, we're gonna roll again, I promise. So let's start by finding out what hot sauces we are going to try. Let's give it a shot. First one. I always roll it off the table. I'm gonna put it right back on though, because this one's a nasty one and we're gonna try it out. It's Tabanero Dragon's Breath. Tabanero Dragon's Breath. The next one we're gonna try is 5. Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ketchup. Now, in the past, I have placed the Scoville rating beside the hot sauce. However, people have told me, and I've gotten plenty of messages telling me that those are not very accurate unless they're printed on the side of the bottle or on the manufacturer's website. Just go ahead and forego those because they're not very accurate. And as I can attest, there were some that had a 5,000 Scoville rating were hotter than hell. And some that were supposed to have a 200,000 Scoville rating that were not very hot, very palatable. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try them, tell you what I think of the flavor profile, and try not to cry in between each one. So, Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ketchup, and we have Tabanero Dragon's Breath. So that's gonna be really exciting for me. So I think that we are going to start with Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ketchup. So I'm gonna put this trusty notepad to the side. I also draw with this. I like to draw sometimes, and it's fun. I love the quality of paper on art pads. I got our plate here. I got a nice little colorful plate today. And I have my napkin to cry into. I'll put that down here. And before we start and go any further, I'm going to show you a little piece of equipment that I love. So we're gonna put this to the side and we're gonna pick this up, and here we go. This is the Blackmagic URSA Mini. This is a 4K professional 4K camera. It was, I believe it was released in 2011, and I will just make sure of that real quick. Excuse me. So the Blackmagic URSA Mini 4K was announced on April 13th, 2015, and became available by that July, with models starting at $2,995. It's a streamlined version of the original URSA, and it features a global shutter, Super 35 sensor, and it's 4K. So now that we've got that all out of the way, I would just like to talk about it for a couple seconds before we get started. This is a fantastic camera. I've used it on many a shoot. It's got a amazing ergonomic handle that you can adjust any way you'd like to on this thing. It's got a lot of features that we'll talk about. But you know, it comes with a V-mount or a gold mount back to it as well, which you can just detach, which I can probably show you right here. But you can just detach it. And I have a V-mount because that's what they had. I bought this from Autorama used a few years ago. It has a Super 35 sensor, which is, in my opinion, the most cinematic that you can get. A lot of people try to go for the full frame. Full frames are great. I'm using a full frame right now. I'm using the Lumix S5 Mark II X, I believe. And it's a great camera. Full frame is fantastic. There's so many things you can do with it. That can shoot open gate like some of my other cameras as well. This cannot. It can shoot in 4K. And you can do only 2 flavors with it. You can do, when you're shooting, you can do, I believe, you can do the RAW version of this that came out in 2015, which is DNG RAW. Or you can go ahead and shoot its standard, which, let's see here to make sure that we got all that right. We're powering it up. I'm gonna power it up right now. And we'll talk about some more features and some close-ups that we've got of this as well. So I'm gonna just check this out. We're gonna go to set up, monitor, record. So you can record in DNG RAW, ProRes, and that in the ProRes you can do XQ, 444, HQ, 422, light and proxy. You can do DNHR as well. And then for 4K modes, you can shoot in the Ultra HD, which is just a 3840 by 2160, and then the 4K resolution, which is 4000 by 2160. So there we go. And those are some great options for you there. And then for RAW, you can shoot 3:1, 4:1, or lossless. It comes in all of those flavors of resolution as well. So really, there's some great options for shooting with this. Now, I'm finished talking about that for now. Let's get to trying some hot sauces. And I'll talk more about this camera. And I'll put it to the side so it's not in the way of the hot sauces while I talk. So, first off, let's try these Pringles Ghost Pepper Ranch chips, huh? Here they go. I'm gonna put a few on the plate right now. 1, 2, 3. I'll put 4 on there so I can try each hot sauce twice. And I'm gonna try one to see what it tastes like before, so there's 5, so I can see what they taste like before I try them with the hot sauces. Okay, here we go. Smells like absolutely nothing. It smells like styrofoam, like most Pringles. Little zing. I'm hacked. So, I'd like to tell you more about the camera while this is hot. It's good though. It's good. It's very light, but I can still feel the heat. It's a little hot. Okay. Ooh, those are really kind of hot. Hold on here. Let me see if they got anything in here. All the garbage that normally comes in chips. And then I don't see where the ghost pepper is coming in here. Am I missing it? Yep, one of the very last ingredients. Ghost pepper. Powder. So they powdered it with ghost pepper. It's hot. It's uncomfortably hot, but delicious. It's got garlic in it. Don't give them to your dogs. So it's hot. So one of the things I like about the camera is that it takes CFast 2.0 cards. A lot of people will say that they don't care for the CFast 2.0 because they're so expensive, but let me tell you, when you're shooting a long day, I have a 1 terabyte in there right now. When you're shooting a long day, we just finished shooting a horror movie that should be out hopefully shortly. That's Clay and myself for Overnight Pictures, called Give Me Something Good. Majority of the film shot on that camera. And we shot in very large file sizes. I'm not quite sure if we shot RAW the entire time, but we did shoot at least in the highest flavor of ProRes. And you need that much space, and you need something that's fast, that can handle that much information. And the CFast cards are the only cards that I've ever seen, excluding external hard drives, which you cannot use in this, that can do it. Sorry, it's just coming up, it's a little hot. So it's one of the great features about that. And as well, this thing's a power hog. So using a V-mount battery, fantastic. This V-mount battery that we have on here, I could put on any one of my other cameras. It'll last 4 hours minimum. On this camera, 1.5 hours to 2 hours. It sucks power. It's such a power hog. So let's get started with the first flavor. So I'm gonna do Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ketchup first because we'll save the best for last. I'm gonna shake this up. Did I even take the lid off this? Let's see. I did. Okay. Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ketchup has no high fructose corn syrup. It looks actually really good, and I like ketchup a lot. And you can scan for more information on the back if you'd like to. Have a little scan, a little QR code. The ingredients are tomato paste, water, vinegar, sugar, glucose, salt, habanero pepper mash, ghost pepper mash, xanthan gum spices, garlic, onion powder, citric acid, absorbic acid, and artificial flavors, cinnamon and clove. So there you go. There's some stuff on the back for that. I will say, when I was a child, this was a long time ago, ketchup didn't have this many ingredients in it. It's got a lot of ingredients now. But they're very happy they don't put high fructose corn syrup in it. Smells really spicy. Oh, I forgot. We have to roll to see how many dabs I put on it. Let's do that. Oh, that's a 2. So we're gonna do 2 dabs on a chip. So here we go, ready? I can do it with my left hand so you can see it better. Who knows? I'm gonna do 1. That's 1. That's 2. That's a dab. That's 2 dabs, right? Yeah. I'll shut this right here. And Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ketchup, I'm very excited about that. So getting back to the camera, it also has, again, a Super 35 sensor, but it's a global shutter. One of the reasons why I picked up this camera a couple years ago is because of the global shutter. Sometimes during fast movements with other cameras that have a slower readout speed, you know, that's 21 milliseconds, even 16 milliseconds, you can get what we call like a warping. So it's kind of like a jello kind of warp. And it's because of the rolling shutter. It's the way that the shutter exposes the image. So it's exposing it, you know, 1 row at a time. So when you're, I'm trying to do this as layman as possible, but when you're moving very quickly, you'll have a warp to it. So something will look like this, or if you're trying to film like helicopter blades or a door slamming shut, you'll have that warp. It looks very weird. Rolling shutter does that. Global shutter does not, because it exposes the entire sensor at the same time. However, there are some problems with this particular global shutter, and I'll tell you right after that. This tastes like ketchup so far. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's a little hotter. I've had spicy ketchup at Whataburger, and it's hot. Yeah. This is considerably hotter. It's not killing me yet, but my entire tongue is like red. I mean, it's not red, but I can feel it. It feels red hot in the top of my mouth, and it's going down my throat, and it's kind of sticky. So it's ketchup sticky. So it's like sticking to everything. So I can feel it on my teeth. As far as the heat goes, my gums. Not super comfortable, but I bet there are people out here who really like this ghost pepper ketchup, the Melinda's ghost pepper ketchup. It is, it's not bad. It's not bad. I know people would like this a lot. It's not my favorite just because it's so hot, but you know, it's not bad. It could be worse. And I'll take another 2 dabs because I got 4 chips. I know you guys love it, so I'm just gonna put 2 more dabs on this bad boy. Okay. And we'll let it sit and marinate so my face can, oh, it's hot. Okay, another thing I love about the camera is, you know, oh, I already said that. So this, I'm going crazy already. The Super 35 sensor, and that has a global shutter. However, this is not a low light camera. It does only go up to 800 ISO. However, if you use 800 ISO, it's going to give you a very grainy image with a fixed noise pattern that you're gonna hate. It's gonna look artificial. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So I would tell you that in using this camera, it needs to be used outdoors in bright light for documentary type work, it would be fantastic, or in a well-lit, enclosed area, a controlled environment. Again, documentary work is great for that, especially talking head stuff, kind of like what we're doing here. We know the chest up, people are talking about things, and then they show you clips. This is a great camera for that. For the modern day cinematographer, it's not maybe what you want. It's not a run and gun camera. It's very heavy. I don't know how much it weighs, but I would wager it weighs like 12, 13 pounds. You put a V-mount battery on the back of that, you can easily get up to 15. And if you want a larger one, and you rig it out, you can get up to 20, 25 pounds with this thing if you really want to rig it out. And I have the equipment to rig it out, and I've done it, and it's hard to carry for the day. You're not mounting this on any gimbal. I don't care what gimbal you try to mount it on. I even have a Ronin M, and I can't mount this on that. It's too heavy for that. However, it's one of those things that's a big check item. You might notice on the top, it has a different handle than what you might have seen comes with this from Blackmagic. And the reason for that is because that handle is a base metal. It's a very strong but light base metal, and the paint will chip off eventually, and eventually the base metal will start to chip. And that's what happened with mine. So I replaced it with a stronger, more ergonomic handle. And then on top, you can still put a mic. One of the great things about that is that this thing has 2 XLRs right on top. So you can run 2 mics right into camera if you want to. And the sound is pretty good. Here we go. See, the flavor in the front is really nice. Super ketchup-y. It tastes like almost like a natural ketchup. I gave him hell for all the extra ingredients, but it tastes like a natural, clean ketchup. It's just so hot. Okay, a little more milk. I'm sorry, I have to. Now, if you're looking for something that you can hold in your hand that's lighter, that's great in low light, I would suggest the Blackmagic Pocket 6K or Pocket 6K Pro. They do a great job of doing that. So you can get a lot of the features that you want in something like that, but those do have a rolling shutter. So it kind of depends on what your use is for that project. I do like the fact that it has a handle on the side. However, I'm never holding this thing for more than like 10 minutes because I will start to shake. It is very heavy. But you can adjust the handle so you can use the record button or the focus button. Focusing, by the way, horrible on this camera. I usually use all manual lenses, very fast lenses that I can open all the way up. A Sigma 18 to 35 would be fantastic for this camera because you can open it all the way up and not all the way, but you know, with a reasonable depth of field, and you can get a nice exposed image at a 400 ISO. So you could do that, and then you could kind of mitigate some of the problems that you would have with fixed pattern noise by raising the ISO. So that would be my suggestion. Okay. Now, we have used this on a few different projects. I've used it a numerous amount of times for cultural discovery, which you can see right here on this YouTube channel, and I believe it's coming to FOSSUM very shortly. Cultural discovery with a lovely Shalina Elise. She builds your confidence. My mouth is so numb. By you know, in the kitchen, by doing different dishes from around the world, and it's great. I think that you should see it. If you like this, you're gonna love that. Much better host, shot very well. The cinematographer for that is, he's amazing. Did a shot for that. I've used this on a few different documentaries. I don't want to say that I used it for Ghost of the San Carlos, but I do believe I've used it for a couple of different documentaries. I know I have, we do so many things. On top of that, we just used this camera for our new movie, which was the primary. This was the A camera for our new film that should be coming out sometime next year. It's a horror film called Give Me Something Good, and it did a phenomenal job. The picture quality is amazing. I'm trying to see if I can share some of these photos with you guys here, just the stills, so you can see how beautiful this camera does perform in controlled lighting situations, which we had to use quite frequently. And sometimes we had to turn the light down, way down, because it was a horror movie. And we wanted to get that natural lighting. We wanted to get that negative fill. So it still did great, but you just have to be cognizant of the use case. And that's with any camera, but with this one especially. The next hot sauce we are trying today is the Tabanero Dragon's Breath. This is a lovely gift box I got. It's for Tabanero. And they have a game inside. It's called the Tabanero Challenge. Dragon's Breath. Oh, and let me open it up. And it kind of gives you the game instructions here. You can see that. If you can see, can you see that in that one? Maybe you can. And it tells you how to play and all that great stuff, which is fairly easy. You just both taste hot sauces until one of you dies. Or however many. Play with however many friends you want. It's a great gift set. It looks gorgeous. I love it. And originally I tried the Tabanero Harissa, and it was amazingly tasty. And I tried the Tabanero Original out of this a few episodes ago. Excellent. However, on the hot sauce rating on these, we have the original, which has 1 chili pepper. Then we have the extra hot, which has 2 chili peppers. And then its XXX has, for some reason, 8 chili peppers. And then when it's Dragon's Breath, let me see how many chili peppers this is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines of chili peppers. So, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be 32 chili. I have no idea why you'd put 32 chili peppers, but here we go. So we're gonna get the Dragon's Breath out right here. Put this lovely box to the side. I'm gonna shake this up. I have a lot of milk left. Gotta shake these. Of course, I'm not shaking ghost pepper ketchup because it's just nothing to shake. But you know, this stuff is thinner. And this is Tabanero Dragon's Breath. This is gonna really hurt when I put it on. And we're going to roll for damage. Let's do it. Let's find out how much we're putting on here. Please let it be a 2 again. Please. Okay. It's a 2 again. Yeah, I'm really afraid of this one, so I'm not gonna re-roll that. That looks terrifying. And I'm gonna put 2 dashes on each. Just let them marinate for a while. I'm gonna smell it. Oh, good Lord. Okay, before I taste this, I'm gonna just read it if I can see it with my glasses. Oh, it has a nice little QR code in the back as well. Didn't notice that last time. Let's see. It says dangerous heat, but it's kosher and gluten-free and vegan, so that's important. And this has water, carrots, and then the next ingredient is select habanero peppers, And then it has onions, vinegar, agave nectar. I like that. It's a natural sweetener. And Dragon's Breath chili has less than 2% of garlic, key lime juice, ooh, salt, and then capsaicin spices. So capsaicin is the element that makes peppers hot. This looks like a high quality hot sauce. And most of the Tabanero stuff that I've tried so far, super high quality. So I'm gonna put 2 dabs, 1, 2, oops. Then it fell in the same spot. The first time, 1, 2. I'm not messing with this stuff too much, guys. I'm gonna let them sit and marinate for a while. But we did use this camera to shoot our last film. I have to tell you that I love every image that came out of this. It's never disappointed me. It's from 2015. I will still use it probably for another 10 years, or unless televisions get up to like 8K. And people, everybody has 8K TV, then I'll have to switch it up. But for now, I think it has plenty of wiggle room. If you use the DNG RAW and you're using Blackmagic, the DaVinci Studio, you can totally go in and you can just use DNG right out of there. And it's fantastic. You can still super scale a DNG RAW. You can blow it up even larger if you need to. So there's a lot of wiggle room for your framing and everything else. It's a good camera. However, if you are a run and gun cinematographer, you don't have a huge lighting setup like some of us do, I would say steer away from it. Absolutely, this isn't for you. There's a very steep learning curve, even though the touchscreen menu is the same as every Blackmagic camera. It's very intuitive. Understanding how to use the camera properly is a steep learning curve. So if that's something that you're not willing to do, doesn't appeal to you, you're a run and gun shooter, I would say stay away from that camera. If you're a cinematographer, you've used cameras for a long time, and you're familiar with the Blackmagic lineup, this is a perfect camera for you. I guarantee it. It's beautiful. I'm gonna give this a shot. Oh gosh. Whoo-wee. Okay, this is the Tabanero Dragon's Breath. Put it back in its box after this. Oh boy. Donate that to an orphanage or something. Oh, trip in my mouth. I'm not afraid. That is spicy. Oh God. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's hot. Oh God. That again is the Tabanero Dragon's Breath hot sauce. That's the hottest hot sauce I've ever had in my entire life. Okay, I'm dizzy. So yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. Maybe I can forget about it. So the Blackmagic camera has amazing features, especially all the cameras do, especially this URSA Mini. It had a fantastic price point when it first came out in 2015, and now you can pick one up for sub $1,000. I think I picked mine up for right around that price, and I've never been happier with a camera in my life. So I would suggest you give that a shot. One of the things I would suggest you also give a shot is this delicious Tabanero Dragon's Breath. If you like hot food, which I do not, I would suggest giving it a shot. I imagine it's a fun game. I don't know how you jump from 1 to 2 to 8 to 32, but it's insane. It is very hot. And yeah, I normally would do another one of these, but I am shocked and appalled by how hot this effing thing is. My face hurts. So if you like what you saw today, please do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. We really would appreciate it. If you would like me to try out some other hot sauces that maybe you love, I would love to try them too, especially if they have a great flavor profile. Fuck. If you like hot things, pick up the Tabanero. If you like great cameras, please do yourself a favor. Try to find and use one of these URSA's, URSA Minis. They're fantastic. It's the URSA Mini 4K. You can pick one up at Adorama, I believe. Adorama is a fantastic site. They really go through their merchandise very well for used merchandise, and they give you like a 30-day money-back guarantee, but I guarantee you're never gonna send anything back. I have never sent anything back that I've purchased from them. Motherfucker. It's like someone's hitting my tongue with needles. I can't have another one of those. That's horrible. Like that, I could damage myself. They're so good. This one's really hot. I don't taste anything besides nails. I'm gonna need a lot. It's gross. I'm sorry. It's just trying to get it in my throat. We have a lot of great shows here on the channel for overnight pictures. We have, again, Cultural Discovery with the lovely Shalina Elise coming back for another season. Please stay tuned for that. If you like to learn how to cook exotic things, or it's just your first time in the kitchen, give it a shot. If you like games, Clay Moffat has a fantastic show called Casual Gamer. He does a lot of retro games, top 10 favorite music from games, things like that. He's really good at what he does. It's beautiful, well shot. We have a lot of different movies that we have had on streaming platforms for a long time, and now you can watch them for free on YouTube. So go ahead and check that out. And if you have any suggestions, funny stories, favorite gear you'd like me to review, or you'd like to mention anything for an honorable mention, give us a shout out. Make a comment below. We want to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Until next time, all right, keep it spicy. Bye. Oh, I gotta drink some more. I'm gonna need a lot more milk if I keep this up.